In a world where power is prized above all, there are those who seek to bend the very forces of nature to their will. But what happens when fate, destiny, and divine will defy even the strongest of rulers? What happens when fear overpowers reason and forces one to make choices that lead to their undoing? This is the story of Kamsa, a king whose fear and arrogance drove him toward destruction, and the eternal truth of Sanatana Dharma, the path that one must walk if they are to understand the true nature of the universe. It begins with a celebration, a union of love and joy. But even in moments of bliss, fate often has its own design. And in this tale, we will see how one man's choices led him into the embrace of his own destiny, while others remained steadfast in their faith, embodying the eternal truths of Dharma. It was a night meant for celebration. Devaki, the noble princess of Mathura, had just been wedded to Vasudeva, a wise and dharmic prince. As per royal custom, her own brother, King Kamsa, personally drove their chariot through the city streets, basking in his sister's happiness. But then, the heavens spoke.
O Kamsa, the 8th child of Devaki will be your doom.
The prophecy shattered the festive joy. Kamsa's face darkened, his grip on the reins tightening as fear gripped his heart.
What is this, death? From me?
Kamsa, the most feared warrior of Mathura, who had conquered kingdoms and crushed his enemies, now found himself trembling. The words of the divine voice burned into his soul. His mind raced with thoughts of what to do. Could he stop Devaki from having children? But how? Should he resort to magic, exile, or even prevent conception? Patience and wisdom, qualities he had never valued, were needed to find a solution. Or perhaps he could simply kill every child the moment it was born. Direct, efficient, and brutal. This was the way of demons. His sword flashed before reason could intervene. He turned to strike Devaki down, to end the prophecy before it began. Vasudeva, quick in thought and action, saw Kamsa's madness unfold. He knew that if he resisted, Kamsa would kill Devaki and him instantly anyway. In his mind, Vasudeva thought, I must not fight with strength. I must fight with strategy. And he followed to speak with calm authority.
O Kamsa, a great king should not stain his hands with his own sister's blood. If it is the 8th child you fear, I promise to surrender every child to you.
Vasudeva's strategy was clear. He appealed to Kamsa's ego and image as a ruler. He bought time in which destiny could act. He placed faith in Krishna, knowing divine will cannot be stopped. Devaki had not even spoken when she saw the sword raised. Her own brother, whom she had loved and trusted, was about to kill her. Then she heard Vasudeva's voice. He was saving her. But at what cost? Her children would be born only to die. Yet even as sorrow consumed her, a whisper of hope remained. Kamsa hesitated for a moment. Vasudeva's words had planted a seed of reason. But then, the Asuric nature within him overpowered logic.
What if she deceives me? What if the prophecy still comes true?
His mind could not trust an uncertain future. He needed control, and control meant death. Thus, he imprisoned Devaki and Vasudeva and waited. Each time a child was born, he took the newborn in his hands and murdered it with his own strength. He believed he was winning against fate. When the 8th child was born, the very prison walls trembled. Vasudeva's chains fell away, the iron doors unlocked themselves, and the guards fell unconscious. And as Vasudeva carried Krishna across the Yamuna, he realized the truth.
Fate does not bow to fear. The divine always finds its way.
Kamsa sought control, but in doing so, he became a prisoner of his own fear. Every action he took to escape fate only brought it closer. This is the nature of the universe. Dharma is not something we can twist to our will. It is the eternal law, the flow of existence itself. Vasudeva did not fight with force. He placed faith in divine will, knowing that no power, not even the mightiest king, can alter what is destined. And so, as Krishna was carried across the Yamuna under a storming sky, the lesson was clear. Power means nothing if it is driven by fear, but faith. Faith is the strength that shapes destiny itself. This is not just Kamsa's story. It is the story of every soul who stands at the crossroads of fear and faith, of control and surrender. The question remains, when faced with destiny, which path will you choose?